Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Maria Staudt with Cedar Valley Mobile Chiropractic, and I'm here today with Julie Grunklee, who is one of the fertility care specialists here at Guiding Star Cedar Valley. I wanted to share a little something that Julie and I have been working together on. So I was diagnosed with Turner syndrome way back in the day when I was but a young college student. And so over the years, as I've gotten older, that syndrome has affected more of my day-to-day life. So I started hormone replacement therapy about 3 years ago now. And the reason that I started working with Julie is that Julie teaches a method of cycle tracking called Creighton methods. So I've been using that to track my cycle with my hormone replacement therapy to make sure that my dosages are good and that I'm at the adequate levels of estrogen and progesterone throughout the month. So we talked a little bit about why I do use Creighton. Tell us a little bit about what Creighton is and maybe like the top 3 reasons people come and see you for Creighton.
Sure. So Creighton model is a method of tracking biomarkers for a woman, and specifically cervical or vaginal discharge that comes from the woman throughout the month. And a woman charts that using specific standardized abbreviations and colored stamps. And it's a standardized method of doing that. Couples use it to achieve a pregnancy, to avoid a pregnancy, and it's 97 to 99% effective at avoiding pregnancy.
For me, as a single woman, that was definitely a consideration for me because that is something, not only as a single woman, but also as someone with Turner syndrome, because any pregnancy that I would ever achieve would be high risk. So for me, avoiding pregnancy is a concern. So when I heard that statistic, I was like, yes, because traditional hormonal birth control would mess up my hormonal replacement therapy, so I needed something that was an alternative to that. So,
yes, and then it's also a great way to monitor a woman's health. Those biomarkers show when things, and women pick up on things, that things are not necessarily quite correct. And it's used for treatments of infertility. Many infertility issues can be treated. First, you have to chart to show the different patterns that are going on, and then the NAPRO physician can go, oh, let's order these tests on these specific days in accordance with your specific cycle. Not just certain days of the period, not just day 14 or day 19, because you may not ovulate on day 14.
Right.
23% of the women ovulate on day 14. The other 70-some of us don't.
Right.
And so those tests are not necessarily accurate. And so Creighton is a beautiful method for helping with infertility issues, for PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, as well as PMS. How many of us women suffer from PMS? And it can be very easily, it's a real thing, it's a real syndrome, and there is help. There is help and there is hope with that. And when you start tracking with Creighton, you can take your chart then to, after 3 months or so, take your chart to a NAPRO physician and go, oh, let's order some of these blood tests. I think you might be low in some of these hormones.
Right.
And the PMS goes away. How awesome would that be if you could use something that actually supported your body and at a certain time in your cycle, got to the root cause of it, supported it with cooperative therapy, and it corrected it.
Yeah. We're learning so much about how women's hormone cycles throughout the month affect so many different systems in their body, and can affect if you're an intermittent faster, when are the best days in your cycle to do your fasts? If you like to run and you're running to gain muscle or you're running to improve cardiac function, what are the best days in your cycle to do that? As a chiropractor, I take into account what effects estrogen and progesterone have on the musculoskeletal system when I'm adjusting my patients. So for women, what point in their cycle do they need extra adjustments? What point in their cycles might they need to space their adjustments out? So as we're learning more and more about how hormones affect women, I'm just so excited to be able to partner with Guiding Star and with Julie and be able to help my patients learn more about their individual cycle so that they can start using their own body to help them out with so many different health concerns. Another thing that I really love about Creighton is that none of us were taught any of this growing up. Julie's a registered nurse. A lot of the things that she learned in her Creighton training are things that she was never taught in nursing school. No. I was never taught in chiropractic school. So I think both of us as healthcare providers have been very excited to learn more about not only our bodies, but our patients' bodies.
Yeah, and then be able to help our patients or help our clients understand their bodies more and offer them hope. Right. I think that there is hope out there. Yeah.
Well, and there's just so many different factors that can be affecting our hormone levels.
Yes.
It could be having us be low in estrogen, high in estrogen, low in progesterone, high in progesterone. So doing this tracking and becoming more aware of what our levels might be can, like you said, help our healthcare providers know a little bit more about what tests to order and how best to help us. So
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so excited. So you do have some openings for people to start Creighton.
I do. So the first step in the learning how to chart with Creighton is actually to sign up for an introductory session. And I have one coming up on November 15th at 4 o'clock here at Guiding Star Cedar Valley in Waterloo. And then another one that we just added because of high demand on November 29th at 6 p.m. Great. So the first step is to sign up for that. And then you can either go to our website or you can call Danielle. And she is amazing. She answers a lot. She'll be able to answer a lot of your questions.
I will also be putting a link below this video on the website, on social media, wherever you're seeing this. There will be a link under it too to get registered for those intro sessions. And also, you can always just call me, text me like you're making any other appointment, and I can direct you right to Danielle or Julie, and they can get you scheduled as well. So when I learned about this, I was kind of like leery a little bit as a healthcare provider, but the more I learned about it, the more I was like, yeah, this makes complete sense, completely follows the science that we know about women's bodies and how the hormones work. And I'm just so excited that this is available here in the Cedar Valley and that we get to offer it to you. So thank you so much, Julie, for sitting down and talking to me about it.
Thanks for having me, Dr. Maria.
So we will see you guys next time. Again, reach out to either one of us. I'll put our contact stuff. I'll put a link down below this for you to get in touch with us. But yeah, have a great rest of your day, you guys. We'll see you later.